Now that it's been a few weeks since your holiday spending, you've probably had a chance to check your credit card statements. How did you do? If you spot any impulse purchases on your statements, you're not alone. Hi, my name is Janet. I currently work at a fintech startup. I'm passionate about personal finance, tech, and all things entrepreneurship. It probably doesn't surprise you in a world of TikTok and Instagram that there's a rise in shopping addiction, especially amongst young people. About 80% of shopping addicts are women, and 33% of shopping addicts have a debt of over $10,000. Shopping is fun though, but how do you know when it's starting to get out of hand? First, I'm going to cover some common signs that might indicate that you're slipping into the compulsive buying territory. Then I'll give you some practical steps for more responsible and mindful shopping habits. Your bank account and your future will thank you. Look around your house right now. Do you have a lot of purchased items that are unnecessary or unused? There could be clothing sitting in your closet that still have their tags on them for years. Another example is compulsive shopping behavior. Everyone loves a good deal, but can you not resist to purchase something even if you don't need it just because it says it's 20% off? Does your shopping behavior cause financial problems for yourself? Or if you have a partner, does it actually affect your relationship? Maybe you feel guilt or shame about your purchase decisions, and you might be secretive about your shopping from your friends and family to avoid judgment. It's also common to shop to fill an emotional void. Maybe you're sad or bored, and shopping gives you a hit of pleasure and excitement. But those highs can't avoid the financial consequences of overbuying that affect your budget and saving for your future. Let's start off with the most obvious, but probably one of the hardest things to do, and that's to set a budget and stick to it. No one is expecting that shopping is completely off the table or you don't get your fun money anymore. But as they say, what gets measured gets managed. So you should be looking at your money every month and make sure your actions are in line with your own goals. If you need help getting started, I've linked below the structure and categories that I personally use to manage my money every month. So pick a number that you feel comfortable allocating to shopping and make sure you track it. Be careful of the buy now, pay later programs and overusing your credit cards if you can't pay it off every month. The next tip is to write down the items that you want to buy and wait. Make sure you take your time, do your research, and really make sure that you want to make that purchase. A lot of times you might find that after a couple of days, that urge is gone and you actually didn't need the item. You can also apply the 100% love or hell yes rule. Identify the items that really trigger you. Maybe you love shoes, or maybe you love bags, or maybe it's onesies for your child. You know what things get you, so only buy them if you absolutely love them. If it's not a hell yes, then just leave it. Wait for the right one. This also might apply to men too. A more tactical tip is to remove the triggers from your line of sight from your environment. What does that mean? Delete the buy now, pay later apps. Unlink your credit card from your browser or anywhere that's too accessible. Unsubscribe to all those pesky marketing emails that pop up like every single day so you don't go down that rabbit hole. And avoid those websites that always seem to have high pressure sales going on all the time. You know which ones I'm talking about. Another very tangible thing that you can do if you're strong enough is to detox your social media. There is so much power between TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and whatever social media to get you to buy things. The influencers you follow are always trying to showcase things that you should buy. And even the brands that you follow also convince you that you need to have the latest and greatest. Try to turn down the volume of this by unfollowing brands or influencers that really spur you to make unnecessary purchases because they try to convince you that you too can have this life if only you buy this Stanley Cup. This one is going to take more of a lifestyle change, and that is to diversify your hobbies. Remember how sometimes shopping is spurred from our boredom? If you fill your life with healthier hobbies, you'll have less time to focus on the material things that you might want to buy. If you could pick activities with delayed gratification, even better. Maybe you want to learn how to paint, or exercise more and invest in your health, or learn how to cook better. You want to reduce the need for instant gratification that you're getting through buying something. Another tip that you can try is to use cold hard cash when you're shopping. When you use a credit card, it's easy to trick yourself psychologically that you're not spending that much because you're not actually feeling the weight of handing that money over. So we just want to make it harder to spend money and give yourself enough time to reflect on whether or not this is something that you actually want to do. But if you tried all of these techniques and more and nothing's changed, you might want to seek out a therapist who can understand and get to the root of why you're overextending yourself in this way. There's also no shame in finding communities online or in person that also have people that deal with similar things as you. There is a very active subreddit called Shopping Addiction where people share their stories and support each other. Hopefully this was helpful. Leave a comment if you have any questions or if there's any other tips that helped you stop overspending. See you on the next one.